Good evening.
Hello.
That was quite poor, wasn't it?
That was.
If you are watching in your location, why not comment on the YouTube channel?
Yep.
How do you do that, Josh? Tell us.
You have to subscribe,
You have to subscribe first.
and then you can comment at the bottom of the video.
So if you are a young person and you are in a watch party in Beda, Tonrevel or Llanhari, we'd love to hear from you. We will see you guys in around 4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes, yeah.
See you guys in about 4.5 minutes.
Hello and welcome to watch party number 2. For those of you, if you weren't here the first time, my name is Josh.
My name is Kyle. I was going to do a joke, but I just saw I've got no jokes to say about my name. It's pretty poor, isn't it? Would you want to be called Kyle?
No, I'm quite happy with Josh.
No, on me. Fair enough. But welcome.
Yes,
that's the first thing to say.
Very welcome, yes.
We'd love to know who's watching, because I'm sure there are people watching.
Yeah.
So if you are watching, say hello. If you are a leader in that location, why not tell us who's around so we can know what's going on and who's around. But we're going to have a good time regardless, I think. And
we are.
Like, me and Josh are excited.
We're going to party.
We're going to party. We can't get involved in the game because I didn't bring enough for us as well. But if you're in a location and it's just leaders, what should they do, do you think?
Play anyway.
Play anyway.
Yeah.
I think that as well. I have a game of card stack when we'll get onto that a bit later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question though.
You start.
There's something on your face.
Yeah. Should I go closer to the camera?
You might need to,
I'm
yeah.
going to go closer to the camera. I know I'm a bit short though. Wait there.
There's something stuck on his face, so we're not too sure.
Oh, look at that. Oof. Can you see? It's called a moustache. And I've been growing it for about 2 years now. And why not rate out of 10, is it? Rate out of 10, how strong you think it is?
Oh, yeah, 3.
3? Okay. So, yeah, it's a moustache. I'm not actually doing Movember, although...
You're just trying to grow a beard, are you?
Well, trying to go to Tush first and then seeing what comes. But you've also got something on your face.
I have.
Do you want to go a bit closer and show...
I don't know if I need to. I think mine's quite...
Well, yours is a bit more strong
It's quite
than mine,
dominant
isn't
there,
it?
isn't it?
I remember when we were doing, like, you go backwards, I go forwards, so I look tall.
That's right.
Because I'm actually not very tall. Anyway.
What's your emoji?
My emoji check-in. Well, do they know about emoji check-ins? That's the question, isn't it?
That is a very good question.
So if you were here last month, you'd know that we do something called emoji check-ins, which basically, you've got to describe your week using an emoji.
Yep.
Do you remember what you did last month?
Mine was the prayer hands.
It was the prayer hands, because
It
you were
was the prayer
thankful,
hands.
weren't you?
Yes.
What was mine? Was it the fire? No.
No, we both went with non-faces because we thought we were going to do
I
faces.
can't remember what I did. Oh, anyway, doesn't matter what we did. Josh, come more in. So they can see us. They need
There
to
we
see
go.
us. There we go, they can see us. So, emoji check-in, month 2. Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine is the yawn face. Now, I've had a really, really busy week this week.
Okay.
And I'm working up in Ebervale,
Tough
which
place.
is like a 45, 50-minute drive.
Tough place to go
So I'm
as
up
well.
a bit earlier. Longer day, so I'm just really tired this week.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sure some of the young people mind. I seen someone's commented. Is it Alex?
Alex Brown.
He's rated my tash, whatever they call it, out of 10.
Yeah, he's giving you a 2.5.
Solid. Maybe he'll rate this a bit higher. My emoji is not an emoji, but it is an emoji as well. It is a Welsh bucket hat, because on Saturday I travel to Dubai and Qatar, basically, to watch Wales in not their first ever World Cup, but their second World Cup since, I think it's 60 odd years.
It's been a while.
1958 was the last time. So it's not an emoji, but I just wanted to give you an update on where I am. You've got a joke.
I do.
Come on then.
Now, you need to be careful when you're in Qatar, because sometimes the music's a bit off, because it's out of tune. Qatar. Out of tune.
Get it, Qatar?
That joke.
We're struggling this week, we are. But anyway, if you are, should we wait some of the camera crew
Neil is
just
loving
like,
that
what's
joke.
going on?
Neil
Should we
is
give
loving it.
I give 10 seconds for people to put their emojis in. But
Yeah.
is Alex putting an emoji
Alex
in?
has put in the
Yes.
waving hands.
So
I'm not sure if it's emoji or
Maybe
if
he's
he's
just saying
waving
hello.
to say he's
Have we
here.
got any people messaging us about emojis? We've got a few answers actually. So someone called Ryan said 2.5 for Kyle and 5 for Josh.
Oh, I'll take that.
Wow.
I'll take that.
We need to keep our phones out because people are rating us.
Yeah.
That's good as well, isn't it? So I'll take a 2.5 because that seems to be the standard. But we'd love to hear some more emojis, but we'll move on, should we? Should we move
Yeah.
on? We'll move on. So, in your watch party, the moment everyone has been waiting for, when I say everyone, me and you,
Yeah.
we're going to do something called Who's Here. And basically what's going to happen is one leader is going to go to the front and is going to tell you a funny joke or a story or a chant,
Yeah.
sing a song. Anything else? That's probably
Probably about it, yeah.
just for you guys to get to know who's here. So, should we give everyone 45 seconds? They don't need that long, do they?
No,
so
that's
you've got
fine.
45 seconds to do that. and your time has started. And once I've thought they've had enough time, we'll come back in.
We'll just stop it there.
Yeah. Some watch parties could be doing that to the other leaders.
Yeah.
I hope every leader's done something though. So
Who are the leaders in the location?
So we've got Andy and Ton Revel. Andy, give us a shout. Solid. And then we've got Kevin Green, give us a shout. Oh, that was a bit louder.
I could hear that almost.
Yeah. And then finally, we have got Pastor John Hall in Llanhari. And he's definitely got up and he's done the wave. I'm confident he's done the wave. I think he's done the wave. It wasn't as loud, but it was bold and confident. We've got a few more emojis. Do you want to share?
Yeah, we have a birthday cake.
Someone's birthday?
From Kevin Green.
Does that mean it's someone's birthday?
Could be.
Interesting. I'd love to know more about that story, maybe.
Maybe they can send it in. We have another one from Alex Brown.
What's Alex gone with? Smiling.
Nice little smiley face.
Nice little smiling. Andy Flips has gone with the thumbs up and he's gone with his Bitmoji and is looking really good. And he's not looking old, actually, which is not a fair representation of Andy Phillips, really, is it?
Well,
just my assumption.
You said that, not me.
And then we've got John Hall with the mouse. I don't know what that means. Mouse? John thinks outside the box, though, so he's got a reason.
Maybe he sat with a mouse. Found a mouse outside.
Maybe it's really quiet tonight, so they've gone with mouse. Maybe, who knows?
Maybe, yes.
So, before we get into a game, we're going to start. And tonight, you're playing against each other in your watch parties.
Yes.
And there's a scoreboard. Can we get the scoreboard up right now? I know we can. Look at that. Llanhari, Ton Revel, and Beda. Those are the watch parties for tonight. And what we're going to do is play some games. The winner will win. We don't even know if there's a prize anymore.
No.
We'll see who's around, is it?
Yeah, we'll see what's going.
Should we just give some points to Beda for being the most interactive?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do it.
Can we give them 5 points?
Yeah, happy birthday points.
I feel like they're going to get... There we are. Look, the points are going on as we speak.
There we go.
That's good. Right, okay. We'll move on then. So the first thing I want to do really quickly is just code of conduct, what we expect of tonight for those people who are here. This includes young people and leaders. So our code of conduct has 3 things. Respect everyone, be open, and be honest. Really simple, and that covers everything. We want everyone to respect each other, be open to trying new things and having conversations you might not necessarily have in different locations, and maybe in your house or in school, and just be honest.
Yeah.
Like someone asks you a question, just be honest. Do you want to ask me a question I can be honest in?
How tall are you really?
I'm 5'4". That's an honest opinion. And I feel there's a few sniggers. No, there wasn't. People just laughing a bit. There wasn't actually. So we're going to start with something called Where's the Chair? And we done this last month, sorry.
Do you remember where you took the chair?
I took the chair to Cardiff Millennium Centre. And basically what I do, last time I had Alex with me, we take the chair to a specific location. And along the way, we give you guys clues to try and guess where we've taken the chair. So the first watch party to guess where the chair's gone. No cheating, because I know there's a leader already knows.
Right, okay.
So there's no cheating. I know the leader who's guessing. So if they guess...
Straight away,
I think it's just a disqualification.
Right,
or if the person tells someone, I'll know.
So we're doing 10 points for first place?
10 points for first.
5 points for second.
5 for second.
And 1 point for third.
1 point for third. So... a video is going to start. Where's the chair? You have 3 guesses as a watch party. You can't just keep on spamming guess. You have 3 guesses.
Yeah.
If you're a leader in a watch party, use the group chat to text us your answers, because that's the quickest way of doing it. Let's check out Where's the Chair. So we are back with another round of Where's the Chair. If you are new to the watch parties, you wouldn't know what's going on. But basically, we are taking this chair at the back, if you can see that. We are taking this chair to a specific location. And what you need to do in your watch parties is you need to try and guess where the chair is going. Last time around, if anyone can remember, we went to Cardiff Millennium Centre. the first team or the first watch party to guess where we were going will get points on the board, and obviously the team with the most points at the end of the night will win a prize. So stay tuned for clue 1. Okay, so after doing a bit of digging, the location that we are going to is 16 minutes away from Bethel Baptist Church, which is in Pontyclun, and it is 9.4 miles away. That is clue 1. Just remember, you have 3 guesses. You can only guess 3 times. If you want to try and guess now, you can, or if you want to wait, you can do that too. 16 minutes, 9.4 miles away from Pontyclun. So I've just taken a quick stop, as I usually do, like we did last month, and we were in the exact same services as we were last time. And I can tell you that we are 9 minutes away from our location, and we are 5.2 miles. Okay, I'm gonna give you another clue. This is gonna be maybe one for the people who enjoy football. So, in just under a week's time, Wales are going to the World Cup, and I'm going to watch Wales in the World Cup. And they call the fans the something wall. The something wall. Now, if you can guess, or you know that word, that might help you to know the location that we are going to. So I would encourage you guys to think of Wales as a language and the word that is missing. Do you like the colour of my top? So we have arrived at our location, but there's a bit of trouble because the site is actually closed. So we're not going to be able to take the car all the way up. What we are going to do is we're going to get the chair out and put it on the entrance so you can see where we are. But a few more clues for you to think about before we get the chair out. Firstly, this building was built around 1200, which is over 800 years ago. And if you don't know, the Welsh fans are described as the Red Wall, hence my shirt. So, what does Wales, the colour red, and a building built in 1200 have to do with our location today? Maybe you've guessed, maybe you haven't. Last clues have been given. Guess so. The location that we are in, week or month 2 of the watch parties, we have taken the chair all the way to Castle Coch.
Hello. So, the location has been guessed correctly by every church.
Well, debatable.
I mean, Andy has corrected it to the correct spelling.
That was his third guess as well, if you'd had.
That was his
How many
third.
guesses has he actually had?
That is his third.
That was his third guess. He got on.
So he's lucky he corrected it just
He
to
is
the right
very
spelling.
lucky. He's very lucky.
So the answer was obviously Castle Coch.
Do you like my guess? My clues?
Yeah,
Because I
red
went
shirt.
with red as Cork for red.
Yeah.
And the red wall, and then at the end I was like, "Oh, do you like my top?" To try and be like, well, don't think people.
I think you pushed the colour red, but there was no clue for a castle.
No.
But that's okay, they got it though,
But
so
I
it must
went-
have been a good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough clue.
I didn't want to give too much away.
Yeah. Do you want to know the points?
I love to know the points.
So, in first place was Bather.
Nice.
So they get 10 points, which is going to be added as we speak, I think. Second was Lanharry
Come on,
with Pastor John Hall.
John Hill.
John Hill, yeah.
Just changing the O's and the A's to the I's.
And then third place with 1 point was Mr. Andy Phillips.
Tom Ravel off the mark though. Solid.
1 point is better than none.
Solid, I reckon.
It is looking good on the point score. Bather have taken an early lead.
Yeah, it's like leaders night tonight, isn't it?
Yes.
So, where are we at? 15, 5,
And one.
I reckon we just give some points to Tom Ravel, only because Andy Phillips just put in the group chat now, is a Gemmy month. So he's crying a bit about the amount we're saying about him. So I'm going to give Andy, what do you think? What's fair?
Give him 3 points.
Give him 3 points. Tom Ravel, you get 3 points. Do you know, I'm loving the scoreboard tonight.
Yeah, I like
Doing
this
really
feature.
well.
It's really
So
good.
Bather out in the lead, but there's plenty of stuff left to change that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wonder, Josh, if we could move into you maybe sharing your story for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
About maybe your life and your story, because people get to see us on the screen, but maybe don't know a lot about us.
Yeah.
And obviously, like we said in month one, we all are Christians and we believe in Jesus and we all have a story to tell. So it'll be really good if you could share your story with the Watch Pies before we move on.
Yeah, I can share a little glimpse of it for you, it's no problem. So, as Kyle said, my name is Josh, and a part of my story, when I was roughly 9 or 10, I found out that I had a cancerous lump on the back of my neck. I had to have some surgery and I had it removed. It was a really scary time. And roughly 2 years later, I was playing football, scratched my head, and I felt there was another lump back on my head. So obviously I panicked, went back to hospital. They said the cancer's back. They've got to do a second operation. So they dug deeper, a bit wider. They got it all out. And then we had the post-surgery meeting. And I sat at the back of the room and my parents were sat in front of me. And the doctor said, just so you're aware, the operation went really well. It was a success. But unfortunately, because of the depth we've had to go, if it does come back again, there's nothing we can do. So as an 11-year-old child, I was sat in the back of that room thinking that this cancer comes back, I'm dead. My life is over. There's nothing more the doctors can do. So for the next few months of my life, I was going through some bad times, some dark places, and really questioning what is the point in living. It was 2 years after the first surgery, cancer had come back. It's going to come back again. I know it's going to come back again, and it's going to kill me. So I decided that I'm not going to let it kill me, that I would do it myself. That if anything was going to take me out, it would be me. So on a day I planned to kill myself, I woke up, I was getting ready for school, and my mum came in and she said, Josh, you're going to school today? And I was like, obviously, of course I'm going to school. Why would you ask me that? So I drove up to school, she dropped me off, and I went in. And then, so obviously I went to Bryn Celynnog. So for those of you in Bay there, woo woo. So in Bryn Celynnog, the reception used to be past the RE class. I don't know if it's still the same now, but in order to leave the school, you have to pass the doors to the RE class. So I was planning to skip school and to go and kill myself. And as I was walking through the doors, my RE teacher comes out and she says, hi Josh, are you coming to class today? I was like, why is she asking me this question? So I thought, right, I'll go to this class and then I will go. So I went into my RE class and my teacher didn't walk in behind me. I thought, well, this is weird. We had a guest speaker that day, and he came in and he talked about purpose and value in church and in God. And then something in that class spoke to me, and it stopped me from killing myself. And that is why I'm here in church today, because God saved me from a place of desperation and of despair. That is a big part of my story, and I just want to share that with you because there is hope. If you go through a dark or a struggle or some mental health issues, whatever it is, there is something more. We're studying in church at the moment that there's such a time as this. There is such a time that God can take any part of your life and change it. That is me. That's like a short...
I think that deserves round of applause in the locations, because for those people who've done that before, know that's really hard to be sharing stories. But I'm sure you've done it so much that you're used to talking about that.
I quite enjoy sharing stories, because I think a testimony is a great thing for people to be able to learn from, but also encourage them too.
Yeah. My mic wasn't on, so not many people might have heard what I was saying.
Oh, you silly boy.
But I just said it was, it's hard sometimes to be able to share around that.
Do you want to move on to the next part?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so.
I'll let you do this bit.
Let's move on to the next part. So I want to just quickly promote our Bethel Youth Instagram, which we didn't do last month. So for you young people who are there, we'd love for you to follow us on Instagram to see all the things we do. Because we don't just do watch parties, we do so much more. So coming on the screen now, there'll be a QR code. And if you scan that, you would be able to follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
So can we get that on the screen? No, we can't get that on the screen. That's absolutely fine. We'll move on and we can come back to that at some point.
We've got technical issues.
We've got technical issues. Do you know what? It reminds me a bit of like Ant and Dec.
Do you know, I was thinking this, because you're short.
I'm short.
And I'm taller.
But I would be called Dec, because Dec's the small one, and Ant's the tall one. That's the ironic thing, isn't it? Is that right?
It's the other way around, isn't it?
No, I think Ant's the tall one.
Dec's the tall one.
Neil?
Ant's the short one.
No, it's not. Ant's the tall one.
Ant's the tall one?
I promise you, Ant's the tall one. James, Ant is the tall one, isn't he? Oh, James
ain't got a clue.
Do you know? What?
Okay,
we can move on.
bonus point for one of the churches who can tell us. Quickly Google it. Who's taller, Ant or Dec?
Neil's definitely.
Because I can't remember who it is.
I know Ant. I know it. Ant is the taller one, but ironically should be the shorter one
Because it's Ant and Dec.
because it's Ant. Because he's an ant. Am I right?
Ant is the tall one. There you go. I'm Ant, you're Dec.
Ant's taller.
There you go.
Right.
So I'm Ant and you're Dec.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make. There we go. There we
There's
go.
the QR code.
Bethel Youth Instagram. You want to follow us on that? See my face a bit more. Probably see your face at some points as
Yeah,
well.
I think there's a post about me on there.
There is, and your story is on
my
the
story
Instagram
is on
as
there.
well. So we'd love for you guys to follow us on that. Tell your friends about it. I think that's it.
It is.
It's time for
Game
our
time.
our game. The biggest. What should we do for points? Just so we know where we're at.
50 points for first,
50 points
25 points for second, and 10 points for third.
Okay, so big game.
Yeah.
Shall I explain the game?
Because if one person wins, that could change the
It
whole
will.
leadership
Well,
board.
so going with card stack, you've got 2 packs of playing cards in your location. I want you to build the best tower out of your card stacks. You have 5 minutes to do that, and we want a photo of your final product as soon as your 5 minutes is up. So countdown will be coming on the screen. You have 5 minutes. Do I need to say anything more about
The
that?
first picture they send will be the picture we accept. So
Okay.
any more they send after that will be irrelevant.
Okay,
Only the first picture is what we will take and we will judge.
no problem. So your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go build. They do that on Lego.
Do they?
Yeah,
Build,
on Lego
build, build.
Masters.
So, we've swapped for starters.
Yeah, so now we're correct and on deck.
Now we're on the right. Now we're on the right side.
So welcome back to I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out Here. We're in the jungle.
Can we make a joke about someone?
Yeah, go for it.
Sue.
Sue.
Because she's on I'm a Celeb.
Babatunde.
Babatunde. we just naming people now. Matt Hancock.
Oh,
Poof. Should we rate those three? No, we're not going to do that. We're not here for that. Your time is up for card stack, and we're hoping we are getting photos in. John all sent 3 in. That's not how it works.
No, first photo we sent in is, oh my goodness.
Should we let him have the third photo just because it's a bit better? James, are we okay to use John's third photo? The one that looks a bit better than the other ones? Great. So, I think, we don't get points for bringing it in first, but it's just good that they've done that. I wouldn't expect anything less from John, though, in all honesty.
Kevin. Oh, look at that. That's good. That's
a solid. Thing is, people can't see what we're seeing right now. But from Bather, that's a strong contender.
I'll tell you what, Bather are looking strong again this time. And they were strong last time,
Andy's in as well. Oh, my goodness, that looks really good. Wait there.
Oh, Andy, come on. Andy. So, for those of you that can't see this, Andy's just taken a picture from Google of a big card tower and sent it in.
How many points did Tom Revel on?
Ooh, quick update on the leaderboard, please, James.
4. Can you take those 4 points away? Is that something you can do?
Oh, Andy's killing them.
Yeah, we can. So, Tom Revel back to 0.
Oh, and that's their real one.
Their real one's not actually that bad, though. But
their real one, would actually probably get them.
We'll allow their real one to be entered in, though. But it's still on 0 points.
But they have now lost.
Because we were taking their first one.
So brutal.
Struggling tonight.
We're not going to announce the winners yet. We're gonna wait for a little bit.
We're gonna let James get the photos up, but I'm just gonna share for a bit whilst that's being done.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna carry on.
I'll leave it over to you, Deck.
Thank you. So, I just want to share with you guys for a few minutes around one topic. Now, Josh has shared tonight about how he wanted to end his life. And for me, that's something that I hear a lot with young people right now, that they struggle with their mental health. So in your watch parties, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to discuss what is one thing that you could change about the world. What is one thing that you could change about the world? In your watch parties, discuss that right now. 30 seconds, go. Okay, so wrap up your conversations. We've been discussing what is one thing that you could change about this world. And for me, the one thing that I would change amongst many, because I would change many things about this world, and I'm sure you guys would change many things as well. But for me, one thing I would love to change about this world is bad mental health. I hear so many young people that are struggling with that right now. You might know me from the Flourish Project in the schools, you might not, but we go into the schools and we do something called the Flourish Project, and we're trying to empower young people to know their worth, know their value, and to have positive mental health. So the one thing I would get rid of is bad mental health. Now, you might be watching tonight and you might be experiencing bad mental health, and you might feel like you're alone in this. Now, Josh shared tonight that he was struggling with that, but maybe now you're like, oh, Josh doesn't actually think like that anymore. Or you might think no one else in this world thinks like how you feel, that you don't want to be here, or your life doesn't matter, or you struggle with anxiety and depression. Maybe you feel like you're the only person. So let me tell you a story in 2018. I was having a conversation with someone, and I was just telling them how I was experiencing some different thoughts to how I would usually think and feel. And I was having a lot of thoughts about suicide. Now, in myself, I was going, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to commit suicide. I'm not going to end my life. But I was having these thoughts, and they were taking captive of my life. So for weeks upon weeks, I would have dreams about that. I would think more about that. And I knew that wasn't right. So I told a friend and just carried on like normal. But eventually, she went and told someone in her school. And a long story, to cut a long story short, really, is I went to the hospital. I had to have chats with different people about my suicidal thoughts. And eventually, it got better. Now, it didn't just get better because of the hospital. And it didn't just get better because I chatted with people. But I believe in God. And I believe that God sent his son down from heaven to earth to die on a cross for me and for you. And I think he loves us so much that he wants to take away those negative things in our lives. And I believe for me that God took away those negative things in my life. And there's a verse in the Bible that we read. I'm sure most of you would know what a Bible is. We believe that it's God's word on paper. And one of the verses in the Bible said, God is gracious. It is he who makes things right. Our most compassionate God. God takes the side of the helpless. When I was at the end of my rope, he saved me. When I was at the end of my rope, he saved me. And the reason Jesus died on the cross is to save us. Because he loved us so much that he wanted a relationship with me and with you. And I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe Jesus came from heaven to earth to die on a cross because he loved us so much. And there's another Bible verse in the New Testament, and it says to cast all your burdens on Jesus because he cares for us. Jesus cares about you. He loves you. And he wants a relationship with you tonight. So I don't care how many people are watching right now. You might be the only person. There might be many of you. But I'm speaking to leaders as well. Jesus wants a relationship with you. And if we're struggling with our mental health, I believe God can take that away. Because he's done it for me and he's done it for my friends as well. Because God wants to take the bad away and replace them with good things. You might be feeling anxious, but God can give you peace. And I believe that. You might feel unloved, but God is love. And he loves you so much. So I'm going to leave you with that. That's my thought for today. But the opportunity that you have tonight is to chat with some leaders. And maybe ask them, what does it look like for you to become a follower of Jesus? And you might have heard it before. It basically means becoming a Christian. Putting your trust in Jesus and allowing him to change your life, because he did it with me. And he did it with so many people that are in those locations too. So let me pray really quickly, and then Josh is going to come back as we wrap up tonight. Jesus, we thank you so much that when we are at the end, you save us. And that's what you've done for every single one of us. So we pray tonight that we will realize that, and that we will put our trust in a God that will never let us down. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Come on. So, where are we at for the rest of the evening? I know we're at the end, slowly.
We have a little bit of fun coming up.
We have a bit of fun coming up.
We have our watch party quiz.
Watch party quiz? How could I forget?
How can you forget
How
the
could
quiz?
I forget about the watch party quiz? Go on then. Should I get off the stage? Because this is your time, innit? Your time to shine.
This is me, yeah.
I know you're going with a fast-paced quiz today as well.
We are going
fast-paced. I'm going to walk off then.
We go in military fast, yes. So, we're going to do our quiz. The questions will be on the screen. What you need to do is get your answers put into the WhatsApp group, send them all in one, and we will mark them at the end. So, question 1 is this. What is the rarest blood type? What is the rarest blood type? Interesting fact, I have no clue what my blood type is. So if I ever bleed, I'm just going to die. Question number 2. How many hearts does a worm have? How many hearts does a worm have? Question number 3. How many bones do sharks have? How many bones does a shark have? Question number 4. An average human takes how many breaths in a day? I feel like it's going to be quite a high number. That's a clue for you. I feel like it's definitely going to be like a 5-digit number. At least. Question number 5. Which is the only sport to have been played on the moon? Which is the only sport that was played on the moon? Question number 6. One country is played in every World Cup. Which country is it? That's football, just for you that don't know. World Cup football. Which country played in every World Cup? I know it's not Wales, so that's another hint for you. It's not Wales. Question number 7. In the film Finding Nemo, what type of fish is Dory? I feel like every kid should have seen Finding Nemo, so you should know at least what color Dory is. That's also a clue. Question number 8. The world's tallest building is in which country? The world's tallest building is in which country? Question number 9. Which is the second largest country in the world? And number 10, the final question. Why is the 6th of February a national holiday in Jamaica? This question is making me crazy. Another dad joke for you. So I will give you a few seconds to get your answers in. I can see some people have sent each answer in separately. I know we're waiting on Andy, who's writing them down. So if you guys can get your answers sent in, and we will go through them and see who is going to win. While we're waiting on these, do we have a word from tech, whether we have the card photos ready?
We do.
We do.
Neil can see it.
Yes, okay.
I was just thinking, Andy, rather than writing them down, you could just take a photo, and then I'm sure Josh can do those answers whilst the photos are coming up. So we'll wait for Andy to send them in.
Yeah.
But as we are approaching the end of this evening, and we hope you guys have had a good time, even if it's just you leaders here. We hope you've had a good time. But more importantly, we trust that you maybe have got closer to God during tonight, or you felt something different by being in a church, because that is our hope as Christians here. But we also like to have fun in church, don't we, Josh?
We do.
We like to look a bit silly, grow some moustaches. Well, you grow more of a moustache than me.
I've got a few years on you, though, to
He's
be fair.
got a few.
I've got a few years on you.
Only a few, really, though, isn't it? Do you want to say how old you are?
26.
I'm 22, so, like, no.
I got 4 years of growth.
Bad. It's not ridiculously bad, is it?
No.
So, is Andy sent his photo? Is that in?
Not yet.
Okay. Do you want
He's currently typing.
Okay.
So if we do the cards first.
Okay. So,
we'll
leaders, I'll leave you to the quiz. But for the rest of you in the room, we're going to do card stack now. So let's see the first photo. James can pick who's coming first. So that is Llanhari. I don't want to give too much away, but for me, it's really poor considering they had 5 minutes, Josh.
It's not great, is it?
Yeah, let's move on and see what else we've got. Because that was really bad.
Well, that's a bit higher.
Solid. That's a 3 stack. No, a 2 stack. Okay. Okay, we like that one. Have we got...
Which church is that?
That is Bather, that is.
Oh, there's Andy's.
So 1 stack.
I feel like Andy's one, they did the same as Bather, but the top's collapsed.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, shall I do points for that?
Yeah.
Do you want to confer, or are you happy with me?
I think I know what you're going to say. It's
Yeah.
going to be 50 points for first, 25 for second, and 10 points
James
for
is
third.
going to be crying with 50 points. He's going no. Should we do... James is going 5.
James has to click. I think James has to click every
Let's change
point.
it then. How do we change it? Make it a bit easier. 10 points for first, 5 points for second, 1 point for third.
I reckon we just get James typing as fast as he can.
Do you want to, James? Can you though?
We'll just do...
That means he can do it. So in third place, which is how many points, Josh?
10.
First place, 10 points, is Llanhari. So they go up to 15. And in second place with
25 points.
25 points is Tonrevel. That's quite quick though. Gotta be honest, it's quite quick. And then in first place with 50 points, Beda CF38 Church. Well done. That takes you on to 65. 65 points.
Go on,
But
James.
what I will say is it all can change in the quiz, but it's unlikely with a score like that you are going to be even getting close to first place. But I'm liking the structure of how we're doing this point score now. So, how are we looking, Josh?
We've got a straight up winner on the quiz,
John, go on.
but I'm trying to work out.
Okay.
So the other two churches sent them in individual answers, so I'm
okay.
kind of like flicking back and forth.
Okay, so you're close
But-
to the end?
Yeah, I'm not going to read all the answers out,
No, that's fine.
but I'm just going to tell you who's
That's
got them.
absolutely fine.
So-
So you've got first, you're just working out third and second for us.
Yeah.
You could be...
So I think it's close, and I think, do you know what? I'm
Go on.
just going to give points to first.
Go on then, fair enough.
Just a straight up
How
quiz.
many points are you giving?
20.
Fair enough,
20 points to first place.
fair enough.
And in first place is Andy Phillips. In Tonrevel.
Jeez! Tonrevel
20
with
points
20
to
points.
Andy in Tonrevel.
That takes him to 45. Right, I've just got to confer with you, Josh. Turn your mic off quickly so the other watch parties can't hear. Back on. We just had to do a bit conferring about the scores, but we are happy with the result, and we are giving the win of Watch Party Month 2 to Beda CF38 Church in the square.
Yeah.
So should we clap?
Yeah.
Well done. So Beda, I think there's a young person in Beda.
Yeah.
So this is what it can happen. If there's one young person in Beda, I'm going to give them £5 in the tuck shop,
Yeah.
because you might as well get rid of the cans. Just take as much as you want in terms of £5.
Yeah.
So
£5 go nuts.
I think that's it, innit? In terms of everything. So we are at the end, I guess, of Watch Party
Number
Month 2. Thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, follow our Instagram, or if you felt something different about Josh's story
Yeah.
or something that I've shared, then please chat to a leader whilst you're in those locations, or give us a message on Instagram, and we'd love to chat with you. But for now, we're going to sign off on Month 2. Month 2 Watch Party. The next one is the 14th of December, so if you've got friends, bring them along,
Yes.
and we'll have a great time together.
see you then.
But for now, see you then. Have a great month.
Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.